Blossoms Podcast. It's a Blossoms Podcast. It's a Blossoms Podcast. It's a Blossoms Podcast.
Live from Blossoms HQ.
What are you saying, boys?
All right, mate. How are you? Looking very tropical.
Oh, mate, I've got a show in Dubai,
Oh wow.
and I've come out here a couple of days before, and I've never been here, and I'm just sat in the beach,
Nice.
loving life. How have you lot been?
All right, mate. Yeah, just in the middle of making a new record. We've kind of just got all the mixers back now and doing the album cover and all that jazz. But yeah, feeling
Lovely.
good, mate.
Lovely job, mate. Congratulations, City again.
I know. Can you believe
I
it?
didn't want to mention it, but
Can I believe it? Yeah, of course I can. They're unreal.
Nah, they actually
They're
are a joke,
unbelievable.
aren't they? Like it is.
Yeah.
It's proper daft at the moment. Like I'm absolutely.
Yeah.
We were with someone the other day and they were like, surely you're a bit bored of it. I was like, not at all. No. I was like, I'm absolutely
I know.
loving it. Do you know what I mean?
I heard John Stones saying that he's been talking to people and they're like, oh, it's just the dumb thing now, City, you're winning the league, and it's like, nah, it's not just a dumb thing. Like it's such a hard thing to do. But
Yeah.
Pep and that he's a joke. I tell you what, I loved watching that documentary,
yeah, the one on
Oh,
Netflix.
yeah, the treble one.
the one on Netflix. Yeah, man. Like I'm not a City fan, but watching Pep and just watching like how he just runs the team and how all the boys are together, it's just like, oh mate, imagine being in that change room, man.
I know.
Unbelievable.
I think that's it, innit? I think if you're a football fan, you can't not like that documentary. I was saying that to my mate. He's a massive
Nah.
United fan. He was like, I can't, it's City. I was like, but you love football. Say it to Budgie.
Yeah.
It's like, you love footy, so you'll absolutely
Yeah.
buzz off it. Like, you can't not love it. Do you know what I mean?
It's just
Yeah,
interesting seeing him in the
100%.
dressing room and that, isn't it? Seeing the behind the workings of it. I think.
Oh, you know what? Fucking
man.
seeing you on that beach is making me feel sad, mate.
Where
I
you,
know, I'm so sorry.
where you staying in Dubai? I've been to Dubai before.
It's called the Address Montague or something
I
like that.
stayed at the address. Has it got a pool on the
Yeah.
top? Like, oh, not on the top, like, but like at the. There's like.
Yeah, it's got a pool. Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah,
it's got a pool,
Do you,
but yeah.
do you know? No, it's got a golf course, which I'm like.
Ah,
buzzing
no, it
about.
might be a different one. That.
Yeah,
I used to play hockey when I was younger, and I've never played golf. And
Yeah.
we did a video the other day, and there's a bit of golfing in it, and I hit a ball, and I was like, oh shit. I've like actively
Mate.
not done it because I was like, I will never
Do
be
you
out
play
on a golf
golf?
course.
mate, I'm addicted to it. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm scared of. Like, I'm scared that I'll get
Nah.
fully involved in it. Like,
please get involved because there's not many people like in music who play golf.
so what are you?
I'm like, I need some boys who play golf, man. So
Mate,
please get involved.
I'm going to be going to the gym before I fucking stand anywhere near you.
But no, I love golf, man. It's changed my life, honestly. Yeah, it really has.
Yeah, yeah.
It's given me that. I tell you boys play football, and like with football for me is like you're there playing football. You forget about everything. You forget about music. You forget about writing songs. You forget about having to do this and that and the other. And golf is the same. And I hadn't found a sport like that. And now I found it. I'm like, oh my god! You put your phone away, and it's amazing.
Do you know what's right? It's the getting out. Do you know what, I've recently started, like past few years, I've started rock climbing, like bouldering.
Oh
and
mate,
that, and
bouldering's the one, mate.
I love it. I proper love it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with it. And they're
yeah.
like,
I got into it that big time at one point as well. It's so good.
mate, we'll have to go together then. That's it now. I'll definitely.
It's a bit like it's a bit like chess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you got to work out your roots, and yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah, we'll
Cool.
have to. I'll take you bouldering and you can take me golf. There we go.
All right, so
Actually, Timmy,
Done deal,
I'll just
mate.
caddy for you because you'll be fucking embarrassed. I'll be so bad.
nah, man. All
So,
good.
this gig, fucking big gig, by
Yeah.
the way, mate.
Yeah, man. Do you know? I can't believe that you boys are doing it, man. I'm like, I tell you, when I got asked to do this, I was like remembering times of when we've spent together, and I probably don't know. Maybe I've told you this before, but there's one pinnacle moment in my career, yeah, and I hadn't even had a career at this point, where I met all you lot. You came to Bedford, where I'm from, and you played Esquires.
Yeah.
And I came to the show and I was like, oh, these guys are sick. These are like proper, like, I'm into it. And then I met all of you at the end of the show. I think you were like packing up the tour bus or whatever. And you were like, oh yeah, we're about to go to South by Southwest. That's what the festival's called out there, isn't
No
it?
way.
And I was like, what's that? And you were like, we're going to America. And I was like, what? I was like, you've made it, man. You've made it. And I was just buzzing for all of you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
But you said, because you said one thing. I think can't remember who said it, but one thing of it was just like, if you fancy it, just fucking do it. Like just do it, innit? Because
Yeah.
no one's holding you back apart from yourself. And that stuck with me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking do it.
I remember that gig. The mad thing is because we didn't even have a record deal at that point. You know, we were like packing we had like going around in just a transit van.
I was
weren't we?
driving, I think.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were driving.
We've
yeah.
got like old tour diaries on YouTube, and that gig's on there. Like there's
No
some
way.
footage, so maybe I don't know. You might have to squint and see. You might spot yourself there. But that is because I remember Esquires has got. Obviously, it's like a sunken dance floor, isn't it? What you go into.
Yeah.
And I remember
Yeah.
speaking to people after the gig there, and like, just
Yeah,
like,
man.
yeah, just so mad that you were there. That is mad.
Yeah, man.
And
And now we've got London, which is going to be amazing, man.
yeah, well, mate, it's
It's going to be.
I mean, things for you have popped off. Do you know what I mean? Like it. Obviously,
Yeah,
you were
do
there,
you know what?
and it's like it's gone. I feel like even little things like what you're doing, Soccer Aid again, like that, these huge things that you're getting, which is fucking unreal, by the way, and like
Yeah,
it's massive. Does
Yeah,
it feel a bit like you, from your point of view? Are you a bit like, oh fuck, where the fuck's like? Do you know what I mean? Because
I remember, because obviously I've seen you play and seen you at festivals and stuff, and you know, we're fans, and I've kept tracks on how you're doing and stuff like that, and like read interviews because I'm like, do you know, I'm like that, and I like
Yeah, I
seeing
like
it. I like seeing the progression, and I remember I read a few things. Was it Evering Road? Are you saying like, was it after that album or going into that you'd like stop drinking and stuff, and you kind of felt like you turned a corner and stuff like that? I don't know. I was resonating with it a bit and felt like, yeah, man, I feel like I've got so much time
Mate,
for the way you kind of approached it mentally. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I feel like with my first record, there was a moment where I got sucked into it all too much.
Yeah.
Into like the partying and into like I thought I'd made it and kind of just became a bit of a dickhead. And then I was like, right, I have an opportunity here. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
And then we went into COVID, and then I was like, fuck, like, what am I gonna do? And I was just like, all I have to do is just keep like pushing and just sort my mental out more than anything.
Yeah.
So that was like, what do I do? Well, I stopped drinking, stopped doing drugs. And that's what I did. And I just saw a change in myself more than anything. And then I saw a change in my work. And then I knew that I had a bit of a cloud over my head. And I was like, oh my God, I've been so lazy with it all. And I've kind of just got I've kind of had luck on my side. And then from that moment, I was just like, right, if I want to be the best I possibly can be as a human being and as an artist, I've just got to stay on this road that I'm on. And ever since I've been on that road, I've just seen things change and things get better and better and better. And don't get me wrong, like I've definitely had moments where like I've had a few drinks and I've gone, oh my God, like what am I doing again?
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like I'm back in this period of I'm back in that period of time where I'm like, right, I need to ground myself again because I've got a record coming out next year that's finished, and I'm going into like yourselves doing all these press shoots and album covers and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, if I really want to I don't know, make this the best album it could possibly be, I need to be fully focused.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of brain capacity, doesn't it? Doing, being a songwriter, you're so attached to it emotionally. I think when you then, if you throw into the mix, getting fucked all the time, like it's, and people don't really talk about it. I kind of seen it around me for like people around me and other people, and like reading your stuff, or reading other people who've been in bands. I listen to podcasts, you know. I think I heard you on Fern Cotton's podcast, and you touched upon it there. And I'm like, I've been a similar kind of position in terms of not a bit different for us maybe because we kind of always had each other as the band. You know what I mean? And we never we have always stayed up here and not been in London. So I feel like God knows what it would have been like if we'd have like moved down like early doors. Like I can imagine Because the temptation's there, isn't it, to just go out and party all the time.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I was living in Shoreditch, so I was on tour and I had to move out the house I was moving out of. So I got somebody to I got someone who was in my management at the time to kind of go get me a rental house. So I was like, cool. Went there and it was in the middle of Shoreditch. I was like, what am I going to do here? And all it was
go out,
partying, go out, temptations everywhere. So I was like, right, I have to move out of London. And I've moved out of London now, and I live in like basically the countryside.
Nice.
It's still like on the edge of London, so I can get in and out. But it's like, mate, I've got just greenery around me. Do you know what I mean? And a quiet life. And
your priorities
I've got my missus
change. Yeah, you just got married, haven't you?
Yeah, man, just got married.
Congrats, mate.
Thanks very much. What a feeling, by the way.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Do you know what? Tom,
are you both married?
But
Tom's married, isn't
Tom's married, and I'm getting married next year.
Yeah, he's boss, isn't it?
Mate.
I said, because I was kind of always a bit like,
not asked.
No, I just was like, oh, it'll be great, but it's like, I don't, when you play gigs and stuff, you think, oh, I've got these highs that can't be replicated. I was like, it was better than any gig I've ever played. I was like, honestly, it was
best
so
weekend
good.
of my life.
Honestly,
100%.
It was mega. And mine was just after COVID, so I couldn't. You went to like Mallorca, didn't you?
Yeah,
class,
we went to Mallorca. Yeah, it was class. Yeah,
I got married in my garden, but it was still fucking boss.
Yeah, but it's not even like, it's just being surrounded by the people that love you, and then you're marrying and saying these vows to. I don't want to sound all mushy, but it is true. Like, you saying these vows, you're like, actually, this is meaning something, man, right now. And there's an energy happening that I've never felt before, man. It was class.
I know we met your partner when we were at, was it Leeds and Reading a couple of years, maybe 2 years ago? And I remember, he was like, smitten then, so it's nice to see.
I'm fucking shitting myself for that bit, the vows and that, because even when I proposed to Sophia, I was like, I'm going to be fucking dead cool. I had these like words that I was going to say. Mate, I just fucking got down one knee, went, will you marry me? And I started crying, right? So I think I'll be the same. I think I'm going to buckle massively.
I was holding back the tears. I'm a bit
I think I'll be like, I do.
Mate, honestly, my missus Daniela, she was like, do you reckon you'll cry? I was like, I don't know. Like, maybe, mate. Honestly, I turned around and I was like buckling, like, them like belly cries. Where everyone was like, "You all right, mate? Chill out." Fucking hell.
Like
but no, it was unreal, man. Toddler cries, yeah, exactly. Like that.
I didn't do it.
Honestly, but like I say, like, all these good things are happening, and I believe, like, I don't know, I've just got to stay on this road for
it's good to hear it. And I, without sounding cringe, it does. I listened to it, I was like, do you know what? Fuck, I've got a lot of time for that.
You've not drank since New Year?
No, I had not had a drink since New Year's. Even again, I'm not putting out on it in terms of, I don't know
if you'll do
it.
Like, but at the moment, while I've been, just because I knew this year was going to be like the final push for the record, and it's like you want it to be, like you said, the best it can be. And if you want to, my mental space was just better without it, so I just went for that, and I still feel better for it. Man. So, but yeah,
mate, 100%.
Are you off the drink now completely, or do you just have one and two? Just like, it's just like more of a control over it rather than just going mental.
Yeah, so like, I had my stag do, had a big drink then,
class,
and I lost my head though. Like, the anxiety, everything just came into, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, what happens with me when I have a drink and that? I just I get into this, like, I snap back into the old me, and all these like things come up, and I'm like, oh my days, what am I doing? What am I doing? But then at my wedding, I also had a drink, but mate, that's the first time I hadn't had anxiety, and it was like, okay, cool. Like, I know when I should have a drink and when I shouldn't, and when I should is when I'm like with my family, and that's it really.
Yeah,
like, I've got few friends that I could have a drink with, but probably shouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I think it is weird? I think when you're in a band and that, and like a solo artist like yourself and that, I think you sort of put something on within you that's not you.
Yeah.
And then when you're around your family and friends, that is you. And when you're putting that it's not you on, and then you drink as well, it's a bit like mad.
I think again, being a performer or like the singer and stuff, like, you kind of depends what you like. But I used you drink for a bit of confidence before you go on when you're like 19, 20, because you know you are confident because you've chose to be the fucking singer in a band. But there's like a little percentage where you're like, the drink gives you a little buzz to do it, but then really you know you're touring all the time and you kind of, I don't know, your mindset just changes, doesn't it, I suppose, over time, and you experience. It was always the day after for me. I was actually all right.
That's what I mean.
In the moment, I was all right.
In the moment, exactly, me too.
The day after, I was like, I fucking hate myself. I'm like, I can't be arsed with this.
Trust me.
It's mad.
But now, obviously, go on.
I was going to say it's mad because I'm like, I don't want to play thing, but I'm the opposite. Not the opposite in terms of like I've always been like, yeah, I'd just have a few beers and then I'd go, I'm all right.
You're quite controlled,
and I'd stop and then I'd wake up the next day and just I don't think I've ever woke up and had the fear or had anxiety. But also with that, for fucking years now, I can't remember the time where I just went out and got like fucking shit faced. And do you know what I mean? And was just like, and I think, I don't know, I find it interesting.
I think that's just down to personality. Me and Miles 100%. Were quite like that. We never did anything like really bad or out, but it was just like, we drink to get fucking pissed. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't drinking socially.
I actually hate the taste of drink. Hate the taste of it.
Yeah, you see,
I just get
I fucking love beer. Like, I love it.
And I wasn't the type I'm not the type of person to be like, call it now. I'd be like, who's staying out? And then I'd be like, okay, I'm staying out. Do you know what I mean?
It's mad, because like the other day, for example, when it was sunny here, I went to the pub, I had one beer, and then just went home.
Yeah,
and I could just go.
Can do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I find it's interesting, like all that. But no, I think the biggest fucking thing is, especially you as well, Tom. Like, you both recognised it, and you've gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I suppose at this day and age, at the moment, it's actually it's not become this whole like what you're not drinking. You know what I mean? Like, that sort of stigma's starting to go a bit. You'll get it every now and then, but it's not.
Yeah, you definitely get it now and then, but
yeah, it's not there. And I think the other thing, like even like non-alcoholic, you have a non-alcoholic beer every now and then, and you can still go for a big. You know what I mean? You can still like be there, I suppose, and like. Well, you can be present, can't you? Beer don't fucking mean, or alcohol don't mean that you're not there and you can't have a laugh. I think there's such a bad stigma with that, and it's bullshit. But fair play to you both.
But the answer to your question is, I'm not drinking anymore. Now I'm back into like tour mode, and I'm too busy now. Yeah. And I ain't got time to even think about.
How was the what was it that you did? You know the term better than me. Where you do all the fucking every sport at once. Whatever.
Fucking hell, yeah.
What was that?
IROC.
Yeah.
That looked fucking insane.
Mate, unbelievable, man. Like, again, like my new drug and my new thing is like the sport, like the
exercise
stuff. So
did you? Obviously, you're obviously good at footy before, like. You've always probably been good at footy.
Yeah, but I was never like go to the gym, and I used to think, I fucking used to hate the people in the gym. I used to be like, you're all cunts, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? But that was the wrong attitude, because I've met some of my best friends now through exercise and through fitness. But for me, man, it's just every time I go into doing something like the HYROX or the triathlon, I'm about to do an Ironman in October.
It's massive, that, mate.
Which is going to be brutal, but I love like fighting my demons, and like I'm meeting these like little bullies inside my head and going, nah, man, like you're not having me today. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna come on top, and then when you beat them, you're like, I can go and do anything I want now, man. Trust.
There's a massive. I don't know. There's something that there's no better feeling, is there, than beating something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like mentally, if you overcome something like that and achieve something like that, like there's a massive like feeling. I mean.
Yeah, mate, 100%.
I'm one of them still. I can't. Do you know what? I just can't do the gym. I've got too much ADHD. I can't be that disciplined. Whereas like climbing, I can sit at climbing and I can be there for 4 hours. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely smashed till my hands bleeding. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just like. Yeah. But if I'm in the gym, like doing something repetitive, just for me, I can't get into that headspace. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. I don't go in the gym and do like all that bodybuilding stuff. Yeah, I'm more like the endurance stuff. So I'm like. Just sweating my head off until I'm dying.
Well, mate, you look honestly, you look fucking incredible. Even I think the last time we saw you when you was working out outside your bus. I think I just got.
I think we probably climbed off and go over like.
I think we did. Yeah, we got off the bus like you were there, fucking doing like everything. I was like, oh god, I feel shit. You know what I mean? Like,
but mate, again, like it was like when I started this journey with what I'm doing. Like all of us boys and girls who are on the tour, and on the bus, we used to be drinking and doing whatnot, but now everybody's on this fitness hype. So when I'm on tour, we're all going out for runs, we're all waking up early. Honestly, it's a different
I think
world.
that's
when
what
you're
our
on tour
next
doing
tour is
that
going to be
kind of
like, because all the other like Miles has started running as well. Who'd never like run in his life,
wicked.
so it's kind of it's nice to be in it
Mate,
together.
it's wicked, mate. When you're around different cities and you go for a run, you just see different parts of the city that you never thought you would see before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember there was this one moment we were in Australia, and 5 of us went out for a run around Sydney, mate. And honestly, the sights you see, it's like, this is sick, man. And then I get to do music in the evening. Unreal.
Yeah.
It's just more, it's like you say, it's more productive, isn't it? You go to I think about all the times you've been to cities and stuff, and there's some of them where I'm like, you know what, I did not take advantage of being there.
Yeah.
Like I was just hungover and stayed in.
In
Where it's like,
hindsight.
yeah, really, I could have got up early and fucking gone on a walk around and like proper soaked it all in. And like I say,
man.
I was doing that a lot last tour, and then I think that our next tour is going to be massively like
Finishing your album, you still working on it? What's the?
I finished it now. Yeah,
How's it gone?
Finished
What's the feeling in the camp?
it has been probably the most creative I've ever been on an album,
oh man,
and also the most enjoyable experience I've ever had. I went and I've done a lot of it in America, and every time I've been to America, every time I've been to America, I was just like, I never got anything good. Like I was always coming out, I was like, they just don't understand what I want to do, and also I don't think I was ready to go into them big rooms at that point either.
Yeah.
But I met a guy called Justin Tranter. Have you heard of Justin Tranter? Yeah.
no, I've not known.
I feel like I recognise
No.
the name, but
Yeah.
what's he done?
He's done. Oh mate, he's done like loads, like Bieber stuff. He's got like all the big like pop artists he's done.
Sound.
But like, I said to him, "This is what I want to do, and this is where I want to go with it." And he was like, "Right."
Fucking hell, he's not
If
just done a
you
few. He's
wanna-
not just done a
if you-
few. He's got a fucking list longer than anything on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I know. He's like an amazing guy. But I was just like, listen, I don't want to do this like generic kind of like pop thing that I was kind of like, I don't know, falling into a little bit. I was just like, I don't want to do this. I want to do something that's like a little bit just risky in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like, I've written these songs with Justin, and I've just like, I don't know, thought outside the box a little bit with them, and I tried to push boundaries and just tried to push myself more than anything. And
I think
and
that's the
have
thing,
done
isn't
it,
it? You've
and-
got to keep yourself. It's hard when you get, I don't know, you're like known for a sound, or a sound's done well for you or successful, but you kind of, as a writer and as a artist, you want to kind of keep moving, but then you're like, but then I shouldn't move too far because it's like a minefield of what you just kind of you've only got your gut, haven't you? At the end of the day, that's what I think. You just got to trust your gut.
Do you know what? We'll have to do we'll have to do an album swap. I'll send you I'll send it after this. I'll send you our album.
Mate,
And I'd love
I'll
to
send
hear
you
yours.
mine. Sound.
Yeah, I'd love to do
Yeah,
that.
definitely,
We'll do
100%.
But
I just find it interesting, different people's process, and
it's
Yeah. How about you, lot? How's it all going?
it's going well. Yeah, we've kind of got there. It felt.
Do you know what the biggest thing for us now? This is the first. We're self-releasing this next album.
Oh no way! Sick.
Yeah.
With we've got like a distribution deal with the Orchard.
Yeah.
And they've been amazing.
Yeah.
But like we're just sort of like doing it ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Which is good.
How does that feel?
It's good, but these little like even things like when it comes to artwork and that, it's like, oh shit, that there's no one actually here who's going to be like, oh, do you need a hand with that? Do you know what I mean? We're going to have to do fucking everything. So it's been really good though, and it's been.
I think we were just at that point where we'd done our albums with Virgin, and we had a great time with Virgin. Like we didn't have, you hear people have horror stories with labels. We actually never had that.
Man.
Like it was
me
actually
neither.
sound.
Yeah.
But we were at a point where we'd done 4 albums, and like everyone knows who reads about the music, like you're never going to own them tunes, really, are you? When they've kind of been on a big label. So we were kind of at a point where we were like, do you know what? We can make the leap and try it on our own now, and we'll see where we are after this. But yeah, it's been exciting.
Amazing,
Next album on Virgin EMI again.
But no, it's been a good
for it.
process. We've done a lot of it live. I think last year we kind of went in with Jungle for a bit, which was really cool.
Yeah. I think I remember you telling me that. Actually.
Yeah, that was cool. But I feel like we went in a bit early because I hadn't wrote enough songs really. So we kind of went in just to test something new. But then it was like, oh fuck, I don't have any other songs. So then that kind of fucked the flow a bit. So then we kind of had to regroup, and I opened a bar with Katie, my wife, which was just fucking insane.
No way.
Yeah, so if you're ever
Sick.
up in Manchester, if you're playing, come down with have a cocktail. It's really
What's it
nice.
called?
It's called Bohemian Arts Club.
Nice.
So it's like
You two can have a mocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we'll have a mad night in there. But
What's it like owning a bar?
yeah, it's mad. No, it's you know what? It's interesting. It just I can't. Katie does most of it. In fairness, like
Right.
because Katie's a fucking Trojan of a woman, so I can't take my hat off with that. Like she's unbelievable. Like no, the biggest work ethic I've ever experienced. So it's kind of hard to be like. I'm always like, okay, I need to get myself up to that level, if you know what I mean. But so she's got a salon below it, you see. So she's like, and we have like a general manager and stuff, and it's really good. Like what we've done, like the building would have fell down otherwise. You know, it was one of them.
It's like a really small little speakeasy vibe. Do you know what I mean? It's cool.
It's like a nice
proper
cocktail
cool.
bar.
Yeah,
like.
it's really, really good.
But so that kind of fucked the flow a bit though in terms of being a songwriter, because we had to get stuck in as well, because it, as you can imagine, it turned into Grand Designs, and it was like I was fucking plasterboarding walls and shit, like it was full on. So
Love it.
you're not gonna then go home and write fucking Wonderwall, are you?
I don't know.
What I mean?
Plasterboarding walls sounds like a fucking boss album.
I don't think so.
It does, yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, but we're really happy with the album now.
Yeah.
And it kind of pulled us all back together, and we kind of went back to playing in a room together.
Yeah.
So there's kind of like an energy of like us five is at the core of it, really.
Yeah,
so it's good.
It's my favourite one we've done, and like a bit similar to what you were saying, like creatively and stuff like that. It felt like that. Do you know what I mean? There was some points where it felt like, oh my god, what the fuck we're gonna do? But then there's other points where it just fucking felt great. Do you know what I mean? Like Tom said, even just that feeling of being playing in a room together, recording again. Do you know what I mean? Was nice, rather than it being like, oh, you're going in for a week here because it's in between two tours and like try and get 2 tunes done and blah. Do you know what I mean? Like. Because I remember going in the studio 100%. Sometimes, and like Tom was bringing these tunes out, and I'd never even heard them before. The first time in the studio, he's like, "Right, go and put the drums on." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Do you know what I mean? Like, I've not even heard it. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it felt nice to do that. But I can't wait for this gig though. Honestly, I'm proper excited about it. Like,
it's just going to be a good party, isn't it?
Yeah,
mate. Thank you for doing it, because I just I've been a fan since Bedford, so, and I love all of you, so. Gonna be a good party, good do. Can't wait.
Proper excited about it. So
yeah, man. 100%, man.
Okay. I think that's it, mate. I think we're done.
What's your plan for the rest of the day, then, mate? I'm jealous of this backdrop.
I know. Well, did you like Dubai when you were out here?
Do you know what? There's elements of it, like it's a bit fake in places because.
I'm sat on a man-made beach. It blows my mind.
Yeah, like so you know, you're not. It's not like going to Italy and you're fucking surrounded by like history and culture. Yeah. But if you like nice food and the sun, like there's some boss restaurants. Like I'm a bit of a foodie now, so I kind of my energy is spent finding lovely restaurants in them places. So I had a nice time there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you go again?
Yeah.
I would go again.
What are you saying? Are you like?
I've been here for a day. I'm a bit still.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Mega, mate. Well, thanks very much,
boys.
again.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, man. I can't wait to see all of you anyway.
It's right, mate.
It's gonna be great.
And I'm buzzing to listen to this album as well.
Don't play too much golf, yeah?
Nah, I'll be playing loads of that.
It's right, mate.
Take care, boys.
See you later, pal. Yeah. Nice one.
Bye.
It's a Blossoms podcast. It's a Blossoms podcast. It's a Blossoms podcast.
Live from Blossoms HQ.